My name is Lillian Ransijn. I use she and they pronouns, and I am the intimacy director for The Polycule. An intimacy director is someone who stewards and choreographs the intimacy in a show. So that could be a stage kiss, it could be a simulated sex scene, it could be exposure, so undress or nudity, it could be a familial scene with a daughter or a son and a parent. My background is originally as a dancer, a contemporary dancer, and an actor. And specifically, I was really interested in physical theater. I've always been really interested, especially in performance where it breaks the fourth wall, and intimacy not only as a technique, but a way of being between people, and also between performers and audiences. I mean, it's important for me to understand like who I'm working with, and something that I love about intimacy direction and coordination is that it is about having conversations, front-loading connection to understand who I'm working with, to understand what is the context of the piece, of the rehearsal process, of the scene. Like for instance, with The Polycule, it was great to have conversations with people even like before the audition process in terms of all the students to help them really understand and figure out like, is this something that I want to even really put my name in the hat for? In terms of like a basic process, like with the script, I'm going to look through and see like where are the points of intimacy? Do they match like what the director, the producer has sort of reflected back to me? Are there certain things that I might flag as intimacy that they have not seen? And then I'm gonna have a conversation with the director in terms of what is their vision. Then I'm going to have a conversation with the actors in terms of what is their understanding and building their understanding of what's being proposed and what their consent levels are and their boundaries to see if those match. And if they don't match in a particular way, I'm going to note it and go back to the director. So then we have a conversation. Is this something that is like a must that you need to have, or is there an adjustment we can make? And I might offer like, what are some other ways that we can tell the story? The director might be like, oh, that's actually great. Like, this is the way that we can do that. Like, actually, that even serves the story more. Of course, like getting in the room too then and choreographing to the extent that the director is interested in for stage. That is the understanding, like in terms of working with the actor's impulses and working within our boundaries and consent level to create something that's really juicy and alive and repeatable. But really, like the job of an actor and the job within the theater is to repeat something. Like there is a script, you say the same words every night. And I think that within intimacy, having like the clarity of like, what is the choreography? Where are hands going when? Like, what is the beat where we look at each other? Like, what is the moment of gasping or whatever it might be? Like, when you have that clarity with your scene partner, then you can be assured you know what you're doing so you can respond. Like, there will be variation and it can be alive. And also sometimes I think an intimacy director is there to like support the actors when what they are doing actually is not reading, if that makes sense. Because like, I think sometimes we think of intimacy as something like, oh, well, we do that in everyday life. But that is very different from physical storytelling in terms of like doing that for an audience, doing that for the camera.